Imagine a world where Lyme disease is no longer a threat you have to worry about every time you go for a walk in the woods. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, maybe not for much longer. Scientists have just made a groundbreaking discovery inside ticks, the tiny, infamous critters behind Lyme disease. There's a molecule that looks a whole lot like cholesterol. But here's the twist: this molecule doesn't just hang around doing nothing. It might actually block the transmission of Lyme disease. Let me break it down. Lyme disease is spread by ticks carrying bacteria called Borrelia. When a tick bites you, it can transmit these bacteria, leading to fever, fatigue, joint pain, and a whole lot of misery. But researchers noticed something strange. Not every tick bite leads to infection. Why? Turns out, ticks have their own version of cholesterol. Let's call it ticksterol for now. This ticksterol seems to interact with the Lyme-causing bacteria in a way that blocks their ability to move from the tick's gut into its saliva, and then into your bloodstream. In other words, this molecule is like a bouncer at a club, stopping the bacteria at the door. Now, why is this so exciting? Well, if scientists can figure out exactly how this ticksterol works, it could open the door to a brand new era in disease prevention. Think about it: vaccines or treatments that mimic the effect of this molecule, stopping Lyme disease before it ever gets the chance to start. Imagine you're out for a hike. You spot a tick on your leg, annoying, sure, but you know you're protected by the very science inspired by the tick itself. That's a game changer. Of course, this doesn't mean you should stop using tick repellents or checking yourself after a walk in the woods, at least not yet. This discovery is still fresh, and there's a lot of work to do before it turns into a pill or vaccine you can pick up at the pharmacy. But the future is looking brighter. With every new discovery like this, we get one step closer to outsmarting the diseases that have plagued us for centuries. So next time you see a tick, remember, science is on the case, and it might just be using the tick's own secrets to keep us safe. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, would you trust a vaccine inspired by ticks? Thanks for watching.